go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. As they start on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. What a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The Browns had 1-6 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. That's good for 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And he's going to get this down near the 25. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly.
And he coughed it up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and now they're inside inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's someone.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Chubb running right.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 61 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. But as he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Second down and 5. Watson now to throw. And he'll get this one to Cooper complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive to about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. For the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They run it again with Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline.
Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Returnable for Grant. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On first down, Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From just shy of midfield, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. From midfield now, Burrow flushed out right. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And here he's got Graham. Touchdown, Browns. Jakeem Grant, 47 yards. And the Browns have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Back to Mixon on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
McPherson on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Here's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are once again back in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Dumps it off to Mixon. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Come on, ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mixing up the middle. And some room to roam now. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to Mixon on first down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Browns 38. Evan McPherson, the kicker.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns drive about to get started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
2nd down and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. Did march to the end zone the last time out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. 2nd and 2. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week in practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm starting to edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bengals, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would've crowned